Good peoples, what's happening? Welcome back to another iteration of Bedside Blades, where we take the time to go through a wonderful outlet of weaponry that we amass and what I keep, of course, by the bedside in the event that something goes bump in the night, because I will be prepared no matter what and who says where, what, when, and how. I'll be ready for it. So today we're going to take our time and go over another piece that I have in the collection. This is the Cold Steel Ti-Lite XL. Okay, this is the big boy version of the Ti-Lite. Okay, let's bust this out right fast. Okay, so I keep this, wrapped up when I want to deploy it. I'll, break it out of the plastic or whatever have you. This is a big boy. I have big hands, so you can see how big this thing is. It goes well beyond the palm of my hand and it actually extends past my wrist. If I put it to fingertip to wrist, it's very long. Okay, so this is the all metal scaled Ti-Lite XL. Okay, cold steel. Now this is AUS 8 steel. Okay, AUS 8 is what they typically tend to call it. Let's just describe what we're looking at here. This is a very heavy blade. Okay, it is nothing to play with. It has a very, very strong, first of all, metal scales on each side. This is a completely all metal design. There's nothing soft to touch on here. There's no grivery, what they like to call those, that grippy or sandpapery type of handle scales. This is not that. These are metal scales, okay? Very, very heavy steel scales all the way around, hence the name Cold Steel Ti-Lite. Now this weapon has about a 7-inch blade on it. It's long. Okay, let's describe what we're looking at. We have the thumb stud. I'm right-handed, so the thumb stud is actually here. This is the release for the lock. Once the weapon is deployed, this is how you release the lock on it. This is what we call a quillion. Okay, if you look at this, this can be opened as like a switchblade type of style, because you would keep this in your pocket. See the pocket clip here? It rides deep too, so only about that much is going to show out of your pocket. So when you pull this out of your pocket, what will happen is this quillion right here will basically cause a friction against the edge of your pocket lining, and it will cause the blade to fly open on the movement direction out of your pocket. The blade flies open. Okay, and obviously you can also deploy it via the thumb stud, which I'll show you guys. And you see how long this thing is? As big as my hand. It comes all the way down to my wrist from the fingertips, as you can see. So, this is about 7.5 inches, almost 8 inches long. Okay, this is a long blade. Okay, and it's very heavy. Definitely not a light piece. Okay, now I can deploy this straight out. Okay. Again, it's a stiletto style blade, okay? It is a grade finish. Now, there is also, if I can just get this to focus in, there we go. Yeah, let's focus it in. Okay, so as you can see, the Ti-Lite itself is made basically it's like a dagger or a stiletto. You remember the old school switchblades from the 70s and the 80s that the gangsters used to carry? They will have these on them, okay? And you see here, it has one of the most superb locks ever designed, as you can see right there, right? This is the blade up here. It's not sharp on both ends because the spine is very thick. As you can see, it has a very thick spine, but it also decreases in by the tip. It gets very, very skinny by the tip, and the spine kind of is ground down here up there. My finger ain't even long enough to get to the end of this bad boy. It's so big. But as you can see, the lock blade mechanism deploys when it's flicked from the thumb stud or the quillion. You get that lock. Okay, so the thumb stud on this thing allows you to deploy it really quickly, like you just heard. You heard the lock when I flicked it out? That's the lock. Okay, that's not me making that sound. That is the lock, and this thing it carries very deep in your pocket, and it is very, very large. Look at this, and it's large as my whole arm. See this? If I had to just give you guys an idea of what you're looking at, and it's still not at the top of my finger. Look how far down it goes, way past, all the way to my forearm. This thing's big. This is a big knife, okay? And it is designed to, handle business. And this is a combat blade. This is not a hunting knife, or this is not designed to clean fish and skin deer or squirrels or whatever it is you out there that you eat. Coon if you're Xavier Legette. That's a whole nother story. My Panthers fans know what I mean when I say that. But this is designed specifically for combat. This is a defense blade. You can see it's got the holes into the scales, so you can get a little grip on it. If those were not present, it'd be very slippery in your hand. But this is very strong. It's one of the strongest knives that I actually own as a deployed folder. Okay. Usually my fixed blades are the strongest, obviously, because it's one piece of steel. But this is one of the best designed knives out, in my opinion. And like I said, the way that it's put together, you can see here, it is fully designed to be carried for defense purposes. When I carry this, if this thing comes out, good night. And it'll never come out unless my life is in danger, where it's a lethal weapon type of scenarios. The only time it's going to come out when there's lethal force being exacted upon me, then this will come out. And when it comes out, yeah, this thing gets the job done, okay? And it's a bedside blade. I'm not going to deploy this. If there's a break, I'll probably go for another weapon of some type. But I like this because you can carry this around on you in your home, or if you need it really quickly or something, boom, you got it right there. So it's a very good alternative to going in the kitchen and grabbing a steak knife or some old weird knife that's going to break when you try to deploy it. This won't break, okay? This is not one of those knives that if you use it, it'll fold back on your fingers and cut your fingers off trying to deploy it or whatever have you. It's not going to do that. It's going to be stable and very strong. And it's going to last the fight, okay? And it's going to cut razor sharp, razor precision cuts. Pretty much are what you're going to receive by using this. So again, this is the Cold Steel Ti-Lite XL. And I don't mean Xavier Legette. I keep picking on my guy. Like, I love you, Legette. You're my brother, man. I like Legette. Let me leave him alone. Anyways, so this is the thing. Go out, grab you one of these. You can order these, of course, online. They'll run you about $125 in some cases, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending upon the sale or whatever they got going on. Feel free to grab yourself a Cold Steel Ti-Lite XL. And now in some jurisdictions, you may not be able to carry this because of the length of it. Okay, so, just check the local laws where you are to ensure that you can legally carry such a lengthy blade, okay? Some states you can't carry it but 3.5 inches. Some states you can get away with up to 6, but that's going to be about it, okay? It shouldn't be any lengthier than that in terms of the blade, not the handle, but the blade, okay? The cutting edge, okay? Which is, as you can see that, that's a razor right there. You can shave with this sucker. Trust me when I tell you, it is that sharp. I dare not touch it, because it is made and designed for carving flesh in a combative situation. That being said, in quantum, back at you, dropping off now. Do me a favor, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe to the content. Leave me a comment down below, and we'll get to the next iteration of Bedside Blades. With that being said, appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.